What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video from Beastbound. Today we're going to be talking about the topic of confidence in games, and specifically Rocket League. I'm going to do a one-take video, so I'm just going to talk through this. I'm going to explain a couple of things, and I'm just going to be playing the game in the background so you have something to look at as well. But let's dive right into the video. So confidence in Rocket League is one of those topics where everyone kind of knows the benefits from. Like, everyone understands that if you play with confidence, you play better. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, you have the benefit of doing things faster. If you are confident, you will dive into opportunities when they present themselves instead of missing those when they actually do appear. And this is something that has been studied countless times. And this is an obvious one to understand, but a hard one to try and replicate, and that's kind of why I'm trying to make this video. Over the last couple of sessions, I've had quite a few people who have been struggling with confidence, and mainly how to generate that confidence in what you do. And there's a couple of ways to do and go about that, so that's what we are going to try and help you with today. For starters, if you are ever in a position where you don't feel confident in your ability, see if you can just list the things you have. This is a very simple trick that I've been doing from a very early age as a coach. I started coaching when I was 14, where whenever kids would come up to me and ask me questions about running, right, I'd go, well, you've walked all your life, or you walked as long as you remembered. How come you're not like questioning your ability to do that, right? You're so confident in your next step until you fall, until you slip up and you potentially spiral about it. But realistically, most people don't struggle with the things they know they can. And the same applies to video games. I don't question my ability to drive forwards. I very much know that if I press that button, I'll drive forwards. And there is things that I might deal with confidence issues with, or levels, but realistically it's you trusting your ability to do such a thing that leads to you being able to do such a thing. And that's kind of the other way around for how a lot of people think it is. A lot of people still have the belief that when you are playing something like Rocket League, you need to be able to do something first before you actually can trust yourself to do so. And it's the other way around. I'm going to go with confidence into situations I don't know I'm confident in, and that leads to confidence. Seeing yourself do well with what you know is exactly what you need. And this is why certain players thrive in a competitive setting where they don't have a clue. If you don't know what rank you're in, if you're in a higher lobby, if you're in a setting where you really just don't know what's going to happen, you'll find that there is quite a lot of benefit from going in there with confidence. And not confidence that you know what you can do, but with the idea of what someone with confidence looks like. There's been studies, there's been stories. I'm sure like pretty much everyone that will watch this video has maybe heard one of those stories like, oh, I went into like a job interview and I just pretended to know everything there was about this topic and it resulted in me getting the job, or I did this in real life, or maybe even one of those videos where people walk with confidence into a location they shouldn't be in, right? Backstage to a concert, or into the mechanical room for like a restaurant. You can go really far if you truly show confidence, even if you know that is fake. Now, with games, obviously there is the learning aspect of this as well, and you want to learn, you want to be able to keep learning, but that happens after the fact. I like to go by the saying, play as if you've never lost and learn as if you've never won, right? Every time I'm going to go into a game, if I'm competitive, I am going to show up and I'm going to try and do everything. I don't want to dwell on my mistakes. I don't want to kind of stop doing what I'm doing to overthink everything before it happens. I'm going to go with everything I know, right? That's what I bring to this game. That's what I'm going to showcase in this game. And then for the next game, right, before the next game plays, I'll actually ask myself, hey, how much of that was right? And now you've both displayed 100% of what you can in the game, but you've also learned as much as you could from that game. Because if I learn from a game where I hesitate, if I learn from a game where I don't go, like from a coaching perspective, I've genuinely recently, today is June 8th as I record this, so it's morning. If I see gameplay from someone that I've been coaching for a long time and I can see them hesitating, I can see them playing supportive, I can see them not showing up, I'll tell them to do another replay. I'll tell them to give me another game, because it literally isn't your full capabilities. It isn't what you are able to show me. I want to see what you can bring to the table. What is there? Give me your 100% and I'll try and learn from that. I'll try and help you with that. But if you're going to go for the full 60%, right? There's nothing there to be learning lessons from. And that's such a big thing for a lot of people in game. If you're going to be playing a game serious, if you're going to be trying to get better at anything, realistically, obviously, but we're sticking with the Rocket League topic here, make sure that you put yourself into a position where you're confident in your ability, despite what anyone says. Make sure you go for those opportunities. Do what you think is best, right? And do first. There's no negative, like, you're gonna lose 9 MMR. That's it. Boo-hoo. You're gonna get it back. Trust me, I promise you. The lesson you learned today is so much more valuable than the 9 MMR you could potentially gain today. So it's so much better to go for 100%, learn a valuable lesson, than to win that 9 MMR. Because ultimately, those MMRs will come when they matter. You're not the perfect player. Doubt we'll ever see one. If you want to be consistent, you want to be confident, you want to be competing, you want to be better tomorrow, you show up today with confidence that you're going to do well today. And if you don't have confidence, if you have already spiraled, give yourself that rest, give yourself that reset, go into it with a fresh mindset, new game, 0-all, there's no goal scored, everyone is fresh, clean, new, and you get to go again with the knowledge of all the things you know you can do, right? All the flips, all the jumps, all the button presses, all the whatever it is, you bring that to the game, you show up, and everything that's then still out of that confidence zone, that's a lesson to learn. That's for afterwards. That's for the practice, if that makes sense. But if you want to show up in your games, make sure you use those tips and tricks. Now, obviously, I do these one-take videos every now and then. So if you have made it this far in the video, I want to do 2 things. One, I want to thank you. Recently, YouTube has been doing really well. I want to keep doing videos just like these to try and help people with these kind of topics. So if you have any questions or anything else you'd like me to talk about in these videos, make sure you just put a little comment down below with whatever topic, whatever mechanic you can think of, and I'll try and do a video just like this. I'm still working on the editing, so cleaner videos will be available at some point, 100%, that's a promise I'm willing to make. But if you have any other questions you want to see answered live, or things you want to talk about, try and check out my Twitch. My Twitch is one of the best places to go. I also go live on YouTube and TikTok, but my Twitch is the best way to go because that is where most of the people are and you get the full screen experience. So if you haven't already, check out twitch.tv/beastbound. That's where I talk about these kind of things pretty much every day. So there is a good chance that you'll see me live at one of these moments. I'll make sure to put all the links down below. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And thank you so much for watching. My name was Beastbound. See you in the next video.